Shalom. We want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Give double honors to the elders, the apostles at Great Millstone, and the elect brethren. And much love to the elect brethren on the four corners of the planet Earth that's been set up through this faith to help seal the elect. Alright, we're coming to the time of war, of Jacob's trouble, of different things and different scenarios that are about to happen, because Esau's about to do something, man, on a large scale. He's not letting nothing out. There's none been no, how you say, leaks. So something's about to happen, man. It's coming down the way. But right now you have guys that are going into different philosophies and going into different things like the Dan issue and the Obama issue for whatever madness reasons. But like the elders have told us, these things must come. Alright? So I thought I'd just go into little verses and to show that the Lord is coming back to receive virgins, man. Okay, we're not talking virgins like sexual wise. We're talking about virgins that have been, how you say, set up for the Lord, man. The Most High is preparing us. We're His wife, man. We're His wife. We're His bride. That's why we're coming up to the wedding, man. And just like carnally in the world, what happens before a wedding? All stuff is somewhat chaos. You got the planning, you got the so-called person, you got the caterers, you got the different things that are happening. It looks like chaos, but when everything is done and said and over with, then you have the actual you actually have the wedding, okay? And then you have the feast, and those things is what we're coming into, because when the elect that are saved through this, they're gonna go into that feast and be a part of that ceremony, man. That is joining between us, the nation of Israel, back unto the Lord, our power, man, and going back unto the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Right now, I'm just gonna go through these verses and show that the Lord wants virgins, man. But now guys are giving themselves over, man. They're getting popped by these other philosophies and different doctrines and different things that are coming along that are not making you as a virgin. You're giving yourself unto somebody else, man. And we're supposed to prepare ourselves and wait for our power, man. So this is Revelations 14:4, and it says, "These are they which are not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth." These were redeemed from among men. And how we are redeemed from among men? Because at one time we were gone, man. Okay? And I get the precept. At one time we were gone. We were not redeemed. We were how you say, taken. Okay? This is the book of Jeremiah 17 and verse 4. And it says, "Thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Thus saith the Lord, Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and who departed from the Lord." You see that? So at one time the Most High cast us off, and we went off into our different ways, and we departed. That's why it says curse. And let me read it again. "Thus saith the Lord, Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord." So your heart's got to be in this thing. That's why we're just like when somebody on a carnal level. Well, what promotes marriage? What promotes that so-called? Back in the day, you had arranged marriages. Okay, you had arranged marriages. But some things where you meet a wife, it's a feeling thing. Your heart's in it. You put your heart in it, man. That's why the Lord now has set us up and give us a spirit to love Him again, man. At one time we lost ourselves. He totally threw us off as a people. That's it on that. So let's read back in Revelations. This is Revelations 14:4. And it says, "These are they which are not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and to the Lamb." and in their mouths were found no guile. Okay, let's go and look at that word right there. Let's look at that word right there. The word guile. Dolos. Let's play it.
Strong's G 1388. Dalos.
Dolos.
Dalos.
And it says craft, deceit. And what do you have? Deceit. Speaking of things you have no how you say understanding of, and then you preach it to other men. That's being deceitful, man. Because you don't know what you're pushing is true, man. Something out of your own understanding and not ran it through the men that have been set up. Why do you think the situation with circumcision? What happened with that situation with the circumcision? They went up and asked, man. They went unto the elders, and it got too heated, and they couldn't, how you say, come to an understanding. So they went to ask the elders, man. So that's why they're set up. You have to go unto these men. Okay, when it especially comes to situations like that, but it says craft, deceit, guile. That's it on that. So let's go back to the verse. Let me read it again. It says, and in their mouths were found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of Yahweh. Okay, before the throne. So where we coming now? The Most High is setting up men that is going to sit before Him, man, and that's a great honor. That is a great honor. You even see the elders in heaven throw their crowns at the Lord's feet, man. Constantly throw their crowns down, man. We're coming to a great time. We've lost ourselves. It's like I said in a previous video. The Lord has set us up to be rulers, man. A nation of kingdom of priests. You know, when you were young, you were like, oh yeah, you want to be somewhere like a king, you know. But then now to realize that this is true, it's like being lost and not knowing that you had a kingdom, man. And then one day somebody comes, just like they have those movies where a girl so-called long lost, she's a princess to a king. So we found out we're lost princes, man, to a great kingdom that's coming. It's already been set up, man. The kingdom has actually been set up. Let's see if I can't find it. Alright, for the sake, I'll find it. But let me jump to the next verse. This verse right here is, let's jump to 2nd 11:2. This is the book of 2nd Corinthians 11 and verse 2. We'll start at verse 1. It says, would to the Most High ye could bear with me a little in my folly, and indeed bear with me. For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy. For I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as chastened virgins to the Mashiach. Now let's go into some of these words. It says, for I am jealous, burn with zeal, to be heated or to boil with envy, hatred, anger, in a good sense to be zealous in pursuit of good, to desire earnestly, pursue, to desire one earnestly, to strive after, busy oneself about him. to extract oneself from one, that he may not be torn from me. So right here it's telling you that, because this is Paul. So the more he's setting us up, the elders have set us up and have given us this truth to bring us unto the Lord, man. Not to any of these other doctrines, these false ways, and these different things that are not going to benefit us. The things that come out that's not going to benefit us. We're coming to the time of war, man. Esau's about to let off one of these things, man. About to let off one of these firecrackers, man. And that's going to change the face of the world, man. Just like the incident in Hiroshima and Nagasaki changed the whole face of the planet Earth, man. So this next one is going to change whole society, man. They know it. Let's get to the next word. Let's get that word jealousy. Zelos.
Strong's G 2205. Zelos. Zelos.
And it says acceptament of mind, abdor, favor of spirit, fever of spirit, zeal, ardor in embracing, pursuing, defending anything, zeal in behalf of, for a person or thing, the fierceness of indignation, positive zeal, envious, uncontentious, rival, jealousy. Because that's why it says we're being made as virgins for the Lord, man.
When I sit back and think about it, shit could be much more.
Salakia. So we went into that word jealous. It says, I am jealous over you with godly jealousy, for I have espoused. Let's go into that word right there. It says to join, to fit together, of carpenters fastening together beams and planks to build houses, ships, etc. And then you've seen that Yahushua's father was a carpenter. Yeah, so I mean else. It says, and betroth a daughter to anyone, to join oneself, i.e. marry the daughter of anyone. So that's showing you that we've been promised, just like the ancient world, we've been promised unto the Lord, man. We've been promised unto the Lord, just like it says the Lord gave himself, Yahushua gave himself for us. He has a dowry for us, man. That dowry he gave his life for us, man, and to redeem and to receive a kingdom. Okay, let me get that. Let me get back. You got to prove all things. So let's go to the book of Revelations. One of my favorite verses, man. And this is Revelations 5 in verse 3. And it says, and no man in heaven nor in earth neither under the earth was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. I wept much because no man was found worthy to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders saith unto me, weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book. How did he prevail? He gave his life. That's why when he was on the cross, he said, it is done. It is finished. That's when he proved himself, man. He went to the end, man. He gave his life. And it says, it's prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and in the 4 beasts and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb, as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of the Most High, sent forth into all the earth. And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps and golden vials full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints. So he prevailed, man. That's how we've been expounded unto him. That's why he's coming back to receive the fullness of his blessings, man. And then you got niggas that want to come in with sideways shit. Obama, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas, man? That is not going. That dude is a Hamite, man. Even if he ain't gonna say he's a damn Hamite, man. a set up Hamite, a sodomite Hamite. Man, and it says, I have espoused you to one husband. See that? Let's go into that husband. Not no, and then not these other wildness. A reference to sex of a male, of a husband, of a betrothed or future husband. He's our future. He's our future. He's our future husband, man. Because he's who's going to rule, and we're going to be joint. We're going to be with him. The elect, 144,000 and the 130, Yasharala is going to be joined unto the Lord, man, forever. We refer to, it says, with reference to age or distinguish of adult man from a boy. Alright, let me get into the other verse. And then this is the book of Ephesians. This is Ephesians 5:27. It says that he might present it, Salakia, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. So ought men to love their wives in their own bodies. He hath loved his wife, Salakia. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. For no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourished and chastised or cherisheth it, even as the Lord the church. So the Most High set us up, has set this thing up. Let me read it again. That he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle. And Obama's an Israelite is a wrinkle, man. That's a freaking. You got all these other things being a more, these black conscience. Those are all wrinkles, spots. You know, those. That's why it says when you become a new man, you put those things away, man. Or as in you put those old things away, but definitely those old philosophies and those old things, man, you put them away. Because those are the trash that the Lord sent us to. We're in prison right now. We're in punishment. These are the things that are in vile punishment, man. Just like if you go to a dirty spot, what do you got there? You got roaches, you have centipedes, you have different type of filth. Just like if a place is filthy, you get bed bugs, man. And if you don't take care of those things, it starts being an infestation. Now we're in our punishment, and it's infested, man. It's vile. We're in the valley of the shadow of death, man. And the Most High now see fit to give us opportunity to try to clean ourselves, man. But we're gonna be fully put in those white garments of purity. We're gonna be purified totally when the Lord comes back and takes us out of these chains, these bodies and flesh that we've been put in, man. But that's how he's trying to present us now, because the Lord he's coming, man. And he's not grabbing he's grabbing the best of it, man. And that's the elect. Lord willing, we be a part of that number, man. Jump into the next one. This is Revelations 3 and 4. And it says, thou hast a few names, even Sardes, which have, it says, thou hast a few names, even Sardius, which have not defiled their garments, and they shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy. Let's go into that word. Sardis.
Strong's G 4554. Sardis. Sarda.
Red ones. Luxury city and which have not defiled their garments, and they shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy. Okay, so right now the Lord is getting ready to come and give us those garments, man. But we have to hold fast to what we've been given, instead of trying to go too deep and try to, and do different things. But if the spirit that is coming on you to do the things that you've been taught and go into the things that we've been taught, okay. These people in the highways and byways can barely handle the simple, the milk, man. The milk. That's why it says, as being us young men, we have to come. We're still growing, man. We're growing. Some of us walking faster than others. some of us crawling still, and we're all babies, man. You know, you look at a baby ain't pissed off because he can't jump high as hell. You don't even contemplate it, man. You know? But we're now, the milk is through that milk. What happens when a baby eats milk? He grows, and then what happens? He can then process different things. That's why you got to be seasoned, man. And the elders have done things that you cannot. They have time on you, man. Time. That's why they deserve respect, man. And as you don't talk head on them just like these other guys do. You're talking about your spiritual fathers, man. The ones that the Lord has set up. And if these men didn't do the work and stayed diligent and fought those demons off, telling them that different things, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us brothers wouldn't have this truth now. Who knows what we'd be into, man? This is the last verse. This is the book of Hosea 2:19. And it says, and I will betroth thee unto me forever. Yea, I will betroth thee unto me in righteousness and in judgment and in loving kindness and in mercies, because he's finna put judgment on this planet Earth, loving kindness to the elect, because he's finna beautify them, man, give them spiritual power, and in mercies, because he's going to deliver us out of that thermonuclear fire, the lake of fire that is going to touch parts of the planet Earth, man. That's why we have to go through faith, man, and it's a gift. And we in Barakatha Yahushai says, I will even betroth thee unto me in faithfulness, and thou shalt know the Lord. Alright, with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Yahweh Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, okay, that push this truth and constantly being diligent, okay, the water for the men that have done faithful work, man, and kept it going, man. And then you got niggas that are just coming out of the woodwork, young niggas, man. Come on, man, we get it tightened up, man. We're almost home, okay. So with that, like I say, keep faith, keep it, man. All praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.